Hi everyone, welcome back to Caking at Midnight. Tonight I want to do another Thanksgiving video that is super easy to do, and I promise that you can do it, so let's get started. So I wanted to keep this as easy as possible for somebody that might not have a bunch of piping bags or piping tips available. So I have two 1M tips, which is a star tip, a giant star tip. I have two of those to do rosettes, and then I have two other star tips, but they're just smaller. They have different pokes on or prongs on them. One is a 19 and one is a 32. The exact same tip, one is just bigger around than the other one. So if you don't have the two of them, or you have one in the middle of there, I think they go from like 15 all the way up to 40 something on different size star tips, and they just get bigger as they go up. So if you don't have the two that I'm using tonight, you can use anything in that range, but just search star tip if you don't have them. But I have a 1M, a 19, and a 32 tonight, and I have 4 different colors. I have our cake already done with the textured icing on there, so let's get started. We're gonna do the rosettes down the side at an angle, and then we're gonna fill in with everything else. And if you've never done a rosette before, think of a lowercase e. You're gonna start in the center, and then you're gonna come around, and you can stop, or you can continue to go. So depending on how big of a rosette that you want, you can go around as many times as you want, but I'll try and do it slow for you. So I have 4 different colors tonight, and I use Americolor to color my icing. So I have a pumpkin, a maroon, and with my maroon, I use red in it too, because I like the color of it a little bit better. I have ivory and lemon yellow tonight. So on the side of your cake, you can either go completely around and make it like a fault line, but with the flowers completely around. If you've been on my Instagram, you've seen one like that. But tonight we're gonna take it diagonally down this way and make it like cascading down the side. So remember, with your rosette, you're gonna make a lowercase e. And you can keep going around and make it bigger. And like with it, I said, it's gonna be cascading down the side. So however you wanna place your next one. Now you can switch to another color, or you can fill in a couple of them here. Make some smaller ones. You can go here. And with the rosette, you can go both ways. So you can see kind of how they look the same, but sometimes when you do the lowercase e, you have this spot on this side comes out farther towards you. So if you go the other direction, it kind of lays flatter to the cake. And that's just something you're gonna have to play around with. We have our ivory, and with this is the 19, and you can do a bunch of like these with it. Just poke them out. Make them like little flowers. You can also take them like this and twirl them around like a rosette as well. You just get a different look because it has more of those prongs on there on each side of the tip. Just go in there and slowly fill things out. If you don't like something that you've done, these cakes are very forgiving. So right here, I think there's a lot of yellow and ivory. So I'm gonna stick another burgundy one, and you're gonna see me go over some, but that's okay. There's no right or wrong reason, right or wrong reason to do about this. And then you can either fill in right here where it's lower, or you can keep going down the side, do a star. And then make sure once you're done, or where you have it where you like it, that all of the white is filled in, so you can come back in here with these smaller tips and fill those in. If there's something you don't like I said, you can go over it. Sometimes when you go through too and add all this stuff in, there's different depths, and some stuff might get hidden. So if you have to go over a second time to bring it out a little bit, you can do that as well. One thing I have learned with the rosettes is once you put them on and you are done, to get it straight into the fridge. And this is why I've always done it, to make sure they don't fall off. So if you leave them out, or your cake, right now my cake is really cold, so it's okay. But if it's not, then those rosettes aren't gonna have anything to stick to, and they're heavy, there's a lot of buttercream in those, they're gonna start to slide off. So the sooner that you're done with everything else and the sooner that you can get it in the fridge, the better to help them firm up. Once they're on there and they're firm and they're stuck on there good, you can have your cake come out and come to room temperature and you should be okay. But once they're on there, just make sure you get them in the fridge or even the freezer for 10 minutes to get them to set, or they're gonna come off. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it made sense to you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section down below and I will happily answer them. As always, this is Allison and happy caking.